Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Rule the Waves 2 as Austria-Hungary, episode number 41. At the beginning of another war. This one is against Italy. Now the strange thing is our tension, I mean it's not so strange, but the noteworthy thing is that we're at the verge of being at war with both Russia and France, I think were the other two. I can't honestly remember. Oh man, but I have to tell you, this is just a personal comment about how when I load back into this game and I realize I'm at war, and not only do I realize I'm at war, but I realize I'm in the middle of a battle, my spirits sink slightly. Just the pressure of performing well. I mean, it's like pales in comparison of obviously anything realistic. Like real admirals probably were, had to probably change their trousers for real. I mean, we joke about that kind of stuff, but man, they were probably not happy to be in the actual battle. I guess it depends on who they are, and everyone's just trying to do the best they can. I don't know. What am I even saying? What we will do right now is it's twilight, and it's going to be later and later, so we have almost no need for our Fürchten, unless this ends up going long enough that we actually see the other side once it starts to get light again. Technically, we could ready these people. I don't see any reason not to. But the main thing for us is going to be, let me ready all but one of them. Yeah, so let's ready two of them for torpedo attack. That'll leave one available for any kind of scouting that we might want to do. And then what I want to do is scouting, yeah. So I don't know if we will even attempt to scout, but something tells me they're not going to be further than, probably like further than 80, maybe 90 away. As much as I'd really like to explore a little bit more of mainland Italy, I suspect for a naval battle that won't matter quite as much. So let's go with 80, maximum cap. So even the scout planes are not going to be very useful here. I guess what's going to happen is this is going to be a brawl with us taking our... Oh my gosh, I did not correct this. The Hussar class, which is how I'm going to call that. These are the new quality 1 10-inch guns. Has the nice torpedo protection. Has wonderful crew quality of -1. Whoops. But that's what happens when they were on mothball like just a fraction of a second before the war. So the Fürchten is basically just going to hang out by Pola. Now when she decides to launch, if she ever does decide to launch, probably she won't, she would just step right into... She's going to head southwest. So if we keep her around the port... Yeah, I think we'll actually put her into this big old bay. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about launching them because I guess, yeah, it's going to be nighttime almost immediately. And probably that means that the effectiveness of any would-be naval strike is going to be pretty ineffective. I essentially think it's going to end up causing more damage to us point-wise than anything else. Okay, so you guys are turning back, which is good. And then we'll just send you up this way. And then if you have to deploy, you'll be in a good position to do so. I have no idea where the enemy is. I have no idea where we will expect to find them. But a nice close formation like this should actually be a pretty good formation for us. What I would like to change, if anything, though, is there's this zigzagging one. I would like to change their status to to support my lead group of light cruisers. And the reason is I'd like to have some destroyers up front. So let's get these guys up. How are they doing? Yeah, they switched. But if we keep telling them what to do... Come on! Can you just obey orders? Is it so hard for you? Okay, what about you? Can you go up to the Pola? Yes, I saw that movement. So why don't you go up to the Stropeta. Maybe she's not taking those orders because she's not on AI control. Yeah, okay. So there it is. Now, I don't want to do anything. Is this an AI controlled one? No, it's just a detached Tanara for, you know, no reason at all. I would like to stay near Pola, and basically I guess we'll just end up wandering back towards there. But we do have the nice formation that I want. Kind of. What the hell is going on? Okay, let's do an about face and head right to port. And what I want to do though is maybe keep these guys out of actually going into port. So let's just send them this way. Because if the enemy wants to engage on our terms, I'm fine with that. See if we accidentally didn't get anybody. We're all going 16, right? Get you guys up to 20 just to catch up. We'll all hang out at the islands, throw a little beach party. No reports of enemies in the area. We'll also be very close to Pola should they decide to show their face. And we do have some batteries, so any of these batteries could have been a target for the, in fact, sometimes you get lucky and it says like target on it. Did they patch that out? I'm not crazy. I'm pretty sure you would actually, wait, I think it would be in the order of battle even. Transylvania? Why are you detached? Huh. Alright, well, here we are. Just happy to be alive, I guess. Hanging out. Let me actually get these guys to just go to, so you are the main group. You do not need to do anything, but let me get you to be, I don't want to do an AI control though, because technically they really ought to, they're just going to speed up and ruin their speed, you know, they're going to ruin things. So let's, my goodness, look at all these corvettes here. A whole army of them. Just like, yeah, actually that is true. There is an army of corvettes. The battle just continues to go on. So I can go, I don't want to go to like very, so okay, this is the problem. So pretty soon it's going to be time to get back here. I just need to put them right into here. Oh, I bet I can put them in that bay. Challenge is getting them into a location where they spin in circles. Oops. That one didn't work. This one should work. Oh, I have an escapee. Get back here. It's like prison architect here. It's the Fürchten. The Fürchten is the one. Okay. What? She hit a mine. She almost sank from a mine where she was like inches from port. Oh my. Well, that's not going to go very well. Yep, victory to Italy. Big surprise. We got RNG'd though. That's not, you know, nothing you can do about that. Not a great start to the war. Yeah. Torpedo bomber. Better. Ooh, not as good. We'll take it because it is good in a lot of ways. Its reliability might be high. Speed, but lack of range. So the difference of about 30, make it 35, 40. I think, I have a feeling that 180 and 220, that 180 might be sufficient for everything we need. Okay. Enemy merchants sunk 14. That's good. Now we're not even operating on unrestricted warfare. Jeez. Can you imagine? Alright, so we're blockading them. Huh. Fantastic. Okay, so how we're sinking anything with our submarines is kind of a miracle, because being at war and blockading them means that they don't really have that many ships going in and out. So it's usually, once you're blockading, you don't really have much for your submarines to do. But I guess that's from the leftovers. There was a lot of merchants still learning their lesson. And we have a serious monthly balance issue here. I am trying to think how we can solve that. I mean, there's one way for sure. We could pause. We're probably going to have to pause. I mean, without a doubt, I'm going to halt construction of one of our carriers. And I'm going to choose the one that's going to take the longest to complete, because the other two have a better chance of entering into this war. I don't even know if we can get two. If we might have to pause another carrier. I'm not going to pause the battleship. That thing needs to get here yesterday. I don't know what else we can do. We might just, I've never experimented with this, but we might just have to say too bad and just grind our budget into the ground. Even below ground. Okay, let's accept. I want to accept everything except for that. We will accept that. Coastal bombardment. That means I have to bombard their coast now. That's the same thing. Jerks. It forced me to decline one extra battle. Okay, better torpedoes, better AAA. Still doing some good work here and not taking very much damage. Oh, fuel shortages in Italy. Oh, and just like that, not surprisingly, because these are like 20 years old. Oh my gosh, no, these are, they're 10 years old. Well, they're 11 years old. Probably could have seen that coming if I had just opened my eyes. But the refit thing, I really, you need a secretary in this game. It's this Excel spreadsheet looking. It's just, sometimes you miss things. We missed a lot of things in this case. Lots and lots of destroyers are obsolete. Well, we just need, if we can stick this out a little bit longer, by the way, blockade is still in effect. That's fantastic. So we really don't want to send any ships out of the Mediterranean. We want to keep this blockade going for as long as possible. We really don't want this war to be reset. Victory points wise, it's fine. So I guess actually Italy's probably going to come, it's probably going to collapse regardless. We own Malta, so this is kind of an interesting decision. Declining gives them 340, so this must be a very small battle. I will accept it. Cruisers at least? Please, cruisers? No. Well, yes, but not the cruisers I wanted. Armor-Kats. I'm not mistaken, 1927. Armor-Kats was what, the first or second class? I can't remember. Is this the first class? Is this literally the legacy 1899 ship? 23, yeah, it is. So the weather is restricting us to only 28 knots. God forbid we get past 23. We won't. So what we're going to do in this case is head right for home. Our hope, all our prayers and hopes go with the Air Force in this one. And it doesn't look like it's daytime. It is. Okay, so it is daytime, and they're going to have, looks like their own airfield. So it's going to be an air engagement. We do have destroyers, so I'm not too worried. Looks like we'll be okay, because we can use our destroyers to screen. Well, anyways, let's hope that we don't have to use the destroyers for screening. Or maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I do want to use them as screens. Some good things can happen. Oh, wow. So they're kind of bullying us out of the way we want to go. And I don't know what we have here. Obviously, destroyers against light cruisers, not the best combination for us. What do we have here? We have 3 5-inch guns. Actually, these are some pretty fierce gun destroyers. These have the secondary guns too. 4-inch guns too. Wow, wait, but is it really all the Attila class? Dude, the Attila class is kind of a brawler. I didn't know. I'm gonna get her up to 28 knots since I think we're limited to that anyway. Yeah, we will open fire and I will let the light cruiser tank, but the destroyers might be the DPS here. This is kind of funny to think about. So we'll close and let them do their thing. Okay, so it's even worse weather now. Still okay. Slight adjustments. Slight adjustments. Slight adjustments. Okay, let's hold this line for a little bit. Just when I thought I had a good line going. Turn. I probably should at least take a look at this Marsala. 5-6-inch guns. Yeah, okay. I didn't doubt it. It's just hard to see where those guns are. Their superstructure design is almost as bad as mine. A 1-inch conning tower. They beat me to it. They went all the way down. Bold move. So I don't even know who's won this. I think we've landed 1 hit. And yeah, in fact, that is the only hit that has been landed in this entire battle. Wow, that's something, huh? Well, I know where I want to go, and it's this way. Which is also going to help. No, it's going to hurt us in terms of the wind, but that's okay. Are they just going to disengage? I'm also okay with that. Because this is not exactly the fight I thought I was getting into. Our scouts... Well, I assume that they know... Do we radio? We should be radioing. Okay, guys, slow down. Go on to cruise. Should you loop back? I think that's going to be the end of this fight. I have a feeling that there's not going to be anything more to it. Enemy aircraft are approaching us. Dive bombers, of all things. Okay, this is strange. Does that mean the enemy has put dive bombers on their land-based aircraft? Is that possible? Or could this be a carrier? It's kind of funny. Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate because it's the exact worst thing for us to encounter. Out of everything it could have been, the fact that it was what it was is the worst case scenario. So we're just going to get you guys home ASAP. I like the fact that we're limiting flooding right away. So do we just send out our scouts? And do we have any aircraft flying towards the target? We have 3 on a naval strike mission, so I don't know where they are or where they're going, but I suppose these are the scouts. Did they just get the jump on us and that's it? Whoops, I was hitting spacebar there, but not to be. I saw one of them crash. Missed all. Okay. Oh, it's a victory for us? How? Because they had more aircraft losses. The difference was basically entirely in the aircraft losses. We both had negative points, but they had more negative points. No, it was basically a draw. Oh, okay. Effective. It wasn't just basically a draw. It was a draw. Improved dive bombers. Improves dive bomber performance. Well, that's good. Can now build air bases with capacity 80. We damaged an Italian battleship. And our flying boats have sunk an enemy submarine. Pretty active turn in terms of all those little things going on. Thing I like the most is the fact that we're still blockading them. So as long as... So Russia has actually come down off the ledge a little bit. France is still treacherously close to war. If we can navigate this... I don't want that one. 680. I'm going to accept battles because I feel like I have to get those victory points up. Oh, no, 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 no. This I'm not going to accept, though. Hooray! They sensed the imminent budget crisis that we were about to face. Okay, the garbage lighter number 4. Did I forget to rename? What is this name? I haven't even played as the Italians. What? Has torpedoed the Italian ship. Garbage lighter number 4. Is this some, like... What is this? Garbage lighter number 4? Is this an Easter egg? Garbage lighter number 4. Have I played as Italy and accidentally renamed and forgot to rename the Italian ships? That sounds like a ship submission type name, but no, I would actually force people to do it in Italian. I have no idea where this name comes from. It's funny because I actually don't remember. Have I played as Italy? It's such a bizarre thing not to know because I feel like I have. I think I have. Man, it's just funny I don't know though. It all blurs together. So we're not so negative, but we're still 3 turns away from bankruptcy negative. Well, away from running in debt, which the game doesn't allow you to do for very long. I've never pushed it, but your prestige plummets. I guess we can just let our prestige plummet. So right now we're winning because of these declines, so I'm going to keep accepting. Damn it. Land-based air pressure. Let's attack objective. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what this mission is. Is it a coastal bombardment? Damn it, anyhow. So they're going to go destroy the target, hopefully. Meanwhile, we have 2 Likers. I hope they do, because I don't want to get anywhere near this thing. We might even do an about face right in the beginning of the mission. Good luck, aircraft. You know what? I think I'm willing to lose this. That's a lot of points. Fine. I mean, we can't even go fast. It's not like we can get in, kill it, and get out. We don't have any capability. We're going to be destroyed. And we can't send the destroyers in because they are too weak. So it'll be interesting. I don't think anybody has the range. Maybe we do. I mean, actually, it's not that far, is it? Okay, under cover of dark, I will go in. No, it's just a little bit unfortunate that they happen to put this suspected enemy minefield. I thought that's the objective. What a terrible thing to send me to attack. Go and destroy this minefield. Sounds like, was that World War I battle? God, I can't remember the name. Basically, the British used their ships as minesweepers. Battleships are very expensive minesweepers, especially the way the British did it. Anyway, that's what we're going for here, I guess. And there's an airfield right there, but thankfully... Oh, I see. The suspected enemy minefield is the blue. Yeah, but it's still kind of strange to... Oh, God. Okay, so the destroyers are going to be responsible for any of the peripheral ships. I'm pretty sure that this is a transport 19. Oh, we can only go 19. Not going to help the destroyers very much. Might as well go down to 20 then. Look how fast this thing is turning. It's crazy. It's turning on a dime. Okay, because it's a destroyer. What do we have here? Is this the oh yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. This thing is going to get walloped. I mean, it's probably already dead. I suspect it's actually a corvette, not a destroyer. Nonetheless, since we've already killed it, I will fire from a distance. Yeah, it's dead, dead, dead. Okay, what's vision range? It's terrible. Here we go. Nope, we're turning. We can't even do this. It's one of those things where we have to, like, wait. Oh. I was gonna say we have to wait till night, but no, we're going in. And this is actually identified as a Berea. It's a pretty light destroyer. Avoiding torpedoes. No. By the way, don't launch your torpedoes. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, we're hitting it. Wow, fantastic. I'm actually surprised we're being so successful with our bombardment. Destruction. Swing back around. Give her the old what for. And this Berea looks like she's desperately trying to make it to port. We are doing really good damage on this thing. I think that we, won't see that Berea anymore, so turn back around. Okay, another round of barrages at the bombardment target. So this could be a real success story for us. Not only do we kill the bombardment target, we sink a destroyer, and we need to get out under cover of night, which is still very possible. The moment we can just get that, we killed the... Yes! Alright, let's go. Okay, so head for basically away from everything. I think we'll just head this way. It's not exactly to... Okay, we'll head for Zara. Which means... I think we will still head for the southern part of Zara. Should... Or, I don't really know what's the... We'll pause because we have this ability to use the distance here. 85. 70 as the crow flies, but that's not the reality for us. And 110. So pole is actually perhaps the best choice. Okay, so we'll head for the... Yeah, I'm actually going to leave our decision. We're going to head for the southern entrance to Zara and use that. And we can only go 20 knots, so we are not going to be far, unfortunately, when day comes. I will actually put these guys back on AI control. With the rationale being that at least we can add our dual-purpose defense. Huh. I thought this was a smudge on my monitor. Nope, that's the kill. Okay, so we can go fastest available. Yeah, we're actually pretty far away. I think we're actually going to be able to sneak on out of here. Look at that. Home before they are able to do anything about it. Alright, mission accomplished. So it was a destroyer and a land target. Okay. I mean corvette and land target. It's a victory for us. It looked like it was kind of going to be a boring mission if you ask me. Oh man. Total war. Well, I don't actually know if that's going to be the case, considering we're already kind of strangling them and we're in pretty good shape. Our unrest is actually decreasing, and it will decrease as soon as we win the war as well. So just as long as France doesn't get their undergarments in a bunch. I think we'll skate out of this with a victory. And it does add, so the fact that we're going the total war route does lend, I mean, it does motivate me to maybe accept more battles and start to grind out the Italian ships. A cruiser action where they have 3 air bases. This didn't go particularly well for us. I think I'm going to decline that one. You got to be kidding me. Stop giving me these damn... Okay, I'll take that. 16,000. Enemy raid on... Okay, I'll take that. Yeah, this is fine. Holy cow. Enemy raid on coastal. This is... Well, it's hardly the enemy's raid. I'm at their port. Oh, battle generator. You are a fickle, fickle thing. I mean, we're starting in like... practically in vision range of their... I'm sure that those are going to go 300 meters or whatever. I mean, 300 kilometers or not, or nautical miles, but whatever. We'll just go right to port. No, we won't go right to port, right? But I mean, well, we need to start upgrading our air bases too. But I do want to make sure we're heading towards our air base. And then I kind of want to hover in this area. Oh, Lord, we have the Fjorten in here, too? And I did not, because I didn't do anything. I didn't ready in. Crap. Well, I don't know what to do, because we can't get out of here. Let's hope that my other people... do a good job, because this is gonna be carnage. All right, yeah, we're getting lots of reports. Battleship, yeah, this is a fleet battle. Except for we don't have any battleships. Well, that's something, isn't it? Just, we're going to cruise right next to the bay so that if anything should happen, we are quick to beach ourselves in the port. So not really beaching, but dramatic. It's very dramatic when I say it that way. Okay, we are going to start launching these torpedo bombers the moment they become available. Okay, I want to go after this group. They all look about the same. They're all reporting more or less the same thing. Yeah, so let's go after this one. And confirm target location when spotted. Okay, let's go just say any. I'll just say any. Okay, moving on. Next one, good. Get those two up and going. Am I? Oh, I don't know what's going on. Just go. I don't care about coordinating, I guess. So it says, are you sure you do not want to coordinate the attack? And if you say no, does that mean yes, I'm sure I do not want to? Or is yes, or are you sure? Yes, I'm sure, do not coordinate the attack. Or is it no? It's a little bit confusing. I think it means, are you sure? No, but, and I said no, I'm not sure. Which should have been like basically verbiage for give me another chance to decide. But yet they were already doing something. So I don't know. I don't know how to explain what I was trying to say. I'll have to go back in the footage and see if what I said makes sense. Anyway, we're going to be very close to Pola, which I think is where our airbase is. Naval Air Station Pola, yep. So there should be a lot of heat going their way. We just need to make sure that we don't completely die to an attack. And then we can get the Fürchten out of here. Okay, wow. They are... It's happening. Okay, a CV bomb. There's a lot of ammunition ready to be let loose into the air, though, so I'm pretty happy about that. So these, what the heck? I'm trying to figure out what the kind of airplanes these are. S, B... Are these floatplane scouts? Flying boats? The abbreviation doesn't match anything I'm used to. So MB would make sense for medium bomber, TB for torpedo bomber. This was just S. What does that mean? I don't know. I'm guessing it's floatplane scout, but I can only guess. I'm pretty sure is that floatplane scout? It's gotta be. Anyway, that's weird that they're sending 14 floatplane scouts at me. Is it just random what the AI chooses? I don't know. It's a fur ball. Okay, we hit somebody with a torpedo. Well, that's good. Little surprised it didn't happen to us. But hooray. Oh, by the way, I don't think I checked. Cap should be set to max. Yep, that's the ridiculousness. We send our guys off 300. They're telling us what what people were having for dinner in Sicily. Probably a little too far, folks. Let's just keep it to something a little bit less insane next time. Which I shouldn't have to tell you. But I do. Okay, so we have more people approaching, which is good. Enemy aircraft are approaching the carrier. And more are approaching the carrier. Okay. Get to port! And you know what, honestly, we'll just group up everybody as an effective means of putting as much firepower on these guys as possible. Yeah, I mean, we got... So DB, of course, dive over, but combined 117 is pretty good. We have the cap also doing work. Okay, so I don't see any damage. It's mainly what I'm looking for. They torpedo bomb a corvette? That doesn't make sense. Okay, 128. That's a lot of AA. Which is exactly, of course, what I want. Lots and lots and lots. I think they're going in circles because we're being attacked. But here's some more torpedo bombers arriving on target. It's crazy. It's mad. We're landing a lot of torpedoes, though. That's... Yeah, for sure. Let's get them down to 16. Get you down to 20. Turn together. Well, not really necessary considering there's only one in your group. Another torpedo hit. Looks like one of our corvettes actually did get dive bombed. Wow, sorry. I'm so sorry. Wrong place, wrong time. Sorry, buddy. Here they come. Back at us. And there we are, going right back at them. Should probably try to see what our status is here. We have 111. No, 121. Okay, here we go. Big old fur ball. You would think that this tactic wouldn't work because we wouldn't be able to maneuver, but nope, this is the great ball of air defense, and it shall prevail. So say we all. Nah, stay at 20. It's fine. I could try to pursue them, but the thing is I am worried that there is a battleship in the area. Like, what would I do against that? Nothing. Alright, we're coming back home. I have to say, I think that was a very successful something or other. You can actually see their slow migration towards me. Well, look, I think von Habsburg, it is time for you to put on your dancing shoes and go to the big dance. So I'm going to go ahead and whip us into action here. Fürchten probably shouldn't be leading the way, but, you know, she remembers the day when she once had 8-inch guns on her. She still has 12-inch belt. She might actually be a really good tank. Just put her on the front lines, let her absorb a few hits. Oh my goodness, it's funny. Funny to think about it because it's actually, in that sad way, a little bit true. She could handle herself. They're still going after my merchant ships. I'm not sure if that's the intended target. All I know is right now we are sitting very pretty with the current set of results. I'm going to ready another strike. And I know that those will probably be launching after dusk. Or at least probably around... No, I think we might have enough time to get those guys out of there. Anyway, the main thing is von Habsburg and your minions. Are you slowed down by weather? No. Okay, so... Yeah, you guys can really sprint. Put on your... Let's go. Fürchten, it was a pleasure having you escort us this far, but in all sincerity, you will not be leading the attack. Okay, we will not launch float plates again. This is just much too populated to need to do that. Get everyone up to 20. Ramming speed. And here we go. I mean, things have gone extremely well so far, so I am actually pretty excited about just giving it another go. They are, man, it's actually going to be hard to read these reports. So we have a report of a carrier here. A report at 000, which is hard to believe is true. This is the most recent report. That going east, and that kind of makes sense to me. That was a report of somebody who's already here, apparently. I think we're going to manually target this time. Just target like right in the middle. So let me just do it this way. Okay. I mean, it's so close. Just have him go a little bit further. So launch, strike. Yep, good luck. You can land on the, at least you can land at the other air base. So, you know, it's not all bad. Launch, strike. And you know what? I think it's time for us to get going as soon as you guys are done collecting your float planes. Wow, that was quick. Is that really happening? That's not a battleship. I hope that they just misidentified that as a battleship. I don't really want to run my heavy cruisers into a battleship. That would not be good. But I feel like we have them right now. I feel like really like this is an opportunity for us to get the Italians. We have them on the ropes. Let's just give them the knockout punch. Okay, we have somebody who's retreating to our east. Yeah. Hey, by the way, we sent this attack in the exact right area. Oh, we have somebody. All right, let's go. All right. Destroyers, prepare to speed ahead. We need some scouting. You guys happen to be trailing for no particularly good reason, I don't think. Give us everything you got. Another torpedo hit. No. I wonder what happens if you do enter to where do your aircraft go? Yeah, she's just going there not because she like really ought to, but because she needs to be against the wind. I mean, I didn't command her to enter port. She's doing that on her own. So the strike did happen right before it got to be dusk. I think that's good. Python, the great programming language itself, leading the charge of the destroyers, at least. Actually lagging right pretty far behind all the other stuff. And although we don't have... Oh, okay, we do have vision. Okay. I was going to say, that might be on fire, which is why we have vision of it already. We're starting to engage. Okay, fair enough. Let's go. Some other destroyers, which I'm going to take off screen, get them to support, line ahead. And things are going extremely well, which is why I think I'm going to utter those famous words. It's time to bring this episode to a close. Looks like we've chased down the Amalfi, and she is already not in a good way. May have been the recipient of one or more torpedoes. Things have gone extremely well for us, I would say. I do want to kind of hunt around, see if we can find any other limping ships. Make sure that they can't get back to port. But the air crew have done fantastic. And we know that this has turned into the world wars. Any war between nations has become predominantly an air-oriented affair. Naval airstrikes. And we've seen it in this one. Basically, the cruisers are coming in like, oh, what's left to pick at? They're like the hyenas after the main kill. Alright, well, we'll see more of it next time. Until then, thanks for watching, stay safe, and take care.